What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to A Different Perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. So a few days ago, I posted a video of a bunch of women coming to the realization that maybe their way of doing things or way of being wasn't the most suitable for them when it came to finding a partner, and how they needed to change up a few things about themselves in order to become a more traditional woman, or the type of woman that would be desirable by a man. And that was a feel-good video. That was a video showing women in a more positive light. But today, we got a different type of video. Hey, they do it to themselves, right? Let's check this out, y'all. This is, shout out to the 21 Convention. This is a video from their channel. I'm gonna have it linked down in the description box below. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
So here's how to tell if a woman is actually fat on a dating app.
Y'all heard what she said? She said, here's how to tell if a woman is actually fat on a dating app. Let's see what she got.
What you're gonna do first is screenshot one of the pictures from her profile. So this one I've already done.
Okay.
The next thing you need to do is edit the picture. So first you're gonna look for contrast, and then you're gonna focus on brightness. So contrast, you're gonna go all the way to 0. And then brightness, you're gonna go up as much as possible, okay? So once you're here, you're gonna wanna focus on this area of the neck, sort of directly below the chin, and you're gonna wanna zoom in there so you can see exactly what you need to see.
What?
And there you go.
You're a misogynistic prick. Oh my God. Yo, she is a she is a fool for that. You're a misogynistic prick. Is this woman serious? She tried to eat and she dang gonna fail. That's not okay. That is not all right. Look, if you're a woman on a dating app and you're posting pictures of yourself back when you were skinny, or modified, enhanced, Photoshop pictures of yourself being slimmer than you are, then that is false advertisement. That is false advertisement. You can't expect for a man not to be a little upset when he finally meets up with you in person and you're 50 to 100 pounds heavier than you were in those pictures. And she has the audacity to call a man misogynistic when a woman sits here and will post a picture of herself that's not depicting what she actually looks like. Are you kidding, woman? God, what is the term for a woman that hates men? If misogynistic means men hate women, what's the term for a woman that hates men? Because that's what this is giving me right now. Okay, next clip.
So something I've realized in the last 3 years of being a divorce attorney is that absolutely no one, and I mean no one, who is married understands the legal and financial ramifications of what marriage actually is. Most of these people get married because they're horny.
Oh, wow. Hey, that's a divorce attorney letting you know that, hey, people really don't understand what they're doing. They horny. That's what, that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. I don't think that's true for everybody. Some folks been together long enough, they really love each other. They still might not understand the legal ramifications for what they're doing, but not everybody getting married because they're horny, you know what I'm saying? I think that might be the case with the oldest Kardashian that married Travis Barker, but that's another story. That's none of my business.
Sure, baby. Thank you for asking respectfully. Whenever I got pregnant, he made it very clear to me that he wasn't ready to be a father, and I had a choice to make. And I chose to carry on with the pregnancy. And he made me aware that because he wasn't ready to be a dad, that I'd be doing it by myself. And if I still wanted to carry on, to do that. So I did.
Interesting. So she says she got pregnant by a man. The man let it be known to her that he wasn't ready to be a father, and if that she decided to go along with the pregnancy, that she was going to be doing it on her own. She's going to be raising the child on her own. Now let's think about that for a second. You know, there's one part of us, depending on who you are, there's one part of us that feels like, you know what, that is wrong for him to say, that's mean, that's insensitive, that's unresponsible for him to do or say. And then there's the other part where you got to really think about it in a different sense. You got to kind of approach it from a different perspective. It kind of makes sense. You know, it almost seems more fair because he is aware of who he is right now in this moment as a man. And he's thinking, you know what, I'm not in the right place, either mentally or financially, to be a father. If you're going to do this, you might be better off on your own. you know, you really think about that. Really think about that. A person that may not be ready to be a father or a mother and they don't want the child may not be the best at trying to parent that child. You know what I'm saying? They may not treat that child with the love and respect that that child deserves. So it may be better in a situation like this where he said, hey, you're going to have to do that on your own. That may actually be the better thing for the child. To some degree, I know it sounds to a lot of us, but it may be the better thing. You know, it just depends on the situation and the person.
I think we as moms have the 9 months of pregnancy to bond with baby before they're here.
On that too, I was just talking to a friend of mine that was in town over the weekend, and she was telling me how bad her postpartum depression was for her 2 twins. So that 9 months of bonding may or may not happen.
Dads, I think it takes a little bit longer, and I never close that door. We've stayed connected on social media. I've sent him pictures from the day that his son was born. He's been very communicative. He tells me all the time that he thinks he's adorable, and this has been building for the last couple of months. And this isn't the first time he's asked to see him. This was just the first time I was able to drive the 150 miles south for them to meet. So I know it looks messy to a lot of people, but it's our life.
I gotta give this woman props. I have to give this woman props. It seems like she took into account this man's feelings. You know, what I said could have easily been true in regards to how this man was feeling in the moment about being a father. And she's like, you know what? Let me not close the door. Let me not pressure him. Let me not put too much on him or get him upset. And maybe he would want to come around to this child. And that's exactly what's doing. She was patient with herself, with the child, with the man. And look, it seemed like what they have going on, their little situation, is a healthy one. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 All right, let's go.
That was a strange talent. Wow. She had a big mouth.
Remember when people would be like, this bitch got a butt in the front? I'm here to ask, and what about it? And I'd also like to state that my front and back butt could be placed on your father's forehead at any time, bitch. Talk to me nice.
Ladies, if you're married, like myself, this is not the video for you. Keep scrolling. But if you're still on the market and you don't have one of these shiny bad boys, stick around, stay a while. I've got some pretty sound advice. Probably the most sound advice that will ever come out of my mouth. You're welcome ahead of time.
Let's hear it.
Hear me out. Start dating the guys with the long hair. I'm talking shoulder length, maybe a little longer, man bun material. Just listen. If he is patient enough to deal with his hair growing out, because let's face it, we're all ready to cut it off and call ourselves Karen. Can I speak to a manager? Listen, if he's patient enough to grow his hair out, that means he's patient enough to deal with all 23 of your personalities living up there in that bad boy.
Hey, at least she admitted it. Hey, yeah, this is silly, but hey, you can say the same thing about a beard. If you're patient enough to keep your beard up, this is silly.
Just thank me later.
I don't know what she came up with that
People
theory.
always ask me, Lance, does it bother you that people misgender you? To which I kindly reply, no. And let me tell you why. In my culture, women are powerful. Powerful. And who doesn't want to be powerful, right? And then, of course, extending beyond that, my masculinity is not fragile. Not fragile. Not one bit. I am very comfortable with my masculinity as well as my femininity. I would like to think of myself as somewhat out of balance. I am a man who does not have to fear, hate, control, or dominate femininity. And then, if this is the only reason for...
God dang, his hair long as shit. Yo, this must be the daggone dude that the glass girl was just talking about.
started in the 90s when his family joined the swim club that my grandparents started in the 1960s. Fast forward to 2008, we started dating because I slid into his MySpace messages because he was 2 grades above me. We then became high school sweethearts and went to all the school dances together. We decided to split because we were going to different colleges, but still would see each other every now and then. After college, I visited him in Chicago, and our romance sparked again. We traveled a month together to South Africa, and after our trip decided I should move to Chicago to give our relationship a shot. We got our first apartment together, and our puppy Jazzy joined us as well. Fast forward 2 years after moving to Chicago, I took a girls' trip to Tulum with my friends. On the last day of vacation, we wanted to end with a fancy dinner to celebrate the trip. Anthony had traveled all the way to Tulum to surprise me at the restaurant with this moment. We hope to get married after COVID-19 and can't wait for our future together.
Yo, ladies, see what happens when you shoot your shot? Hey, look, it can end beautifully. They had a great history, a love history right there. I don't know, you know, there could have been some downs, but those ups were nice. They got a long history. I love it. They kept finding each other. That was awesome. That was a feel-good moment right there. Yeah, she looked like a modern woman. I do all those things myself with an actual smile on my face because I'm an adult. She's upset that she has to do this stuff. What, does she want a maid or something? Okay. Some of these modern women, they get me. Y'all saw it right there. That was a little mixture of some of the good and the bad that you get out here in the dating world. Good luck to every last one of y'all, single or married. But I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. See ya.